Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and it's time for another reaction request. If you have a video that you'd like me to react to, check the description below. There's a link that will take you to a Google document with all of the relevant information. So today we're looking at another Angry Video Game Nerd video, and this time it's his review of Doom, which is kind of interesting, because this is, I don't think anyone considers this a bad game. I've played it before, a little bit as a kid, I think at a friend's house. Wasn't really my cup of tea, but that's just because I've never really been a fan of any first-person shooter. I've tried a few of them, but it's just never really been for me. So, yeah, but I remember it being big. I remember friends liking it. I remember, I think this is just like a genre-defining game. If we are talking the first Doom, which, I mean, this video is unmarked. It just says Doom, doesn't give a console or anything, so I would have to assume we are talking the first Doom. But it might be a misdirect, because I don't really mean. I guess it could just be a positive review from the nerd, but I haven't really seen a whole lot of those, so it's just a bit I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's go ahead and get this started and see what we got here. I guess the nerd just might have a really hot take here. Or it could just be a thing where he likes the game, but there are things that will frustrate him and still get the whole angry nerd out of him. I guess we'll see.
Thanks for watching this episode of Angry Video Game Nerd, just in time for Halloween, and this one's been a long time coming. Before we get into it, let me tell you about this video's sponsor, ExpressVPN.
Yeah.
ExpressVPN takes the data you send over the internet and wraps it in a protective bubble to keep it away from prying eyes. Then it sends that data through a secure tunnel to its destination. It's all part of the virtual private network that allows you unrestricted use of the internet. On top of that, ExpressVPN also lets you change your geolocation to watch movies unavailable in the US. It's the spookiest time of the year and the perfect time for a Halloween movie marathon. It can be frustrating, though, when a movie isn't available online in my country. Thankfully, ExpressVPN works like a skeleton key that can unlock what I need. All I have to do is change my location to another country, like France, and like magic out of a witch's brew, the movies show up instantly. All in high definition without any buffering. The shape has never looked better, even with those eyebrows. And with almost 100 servers to choose from worldwide, I'm always confident that I can find what I'm looking for with ExpressVPN. Find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/Cinemassacre or by clicking the link in the description below.
There we go. Doom 2. Is it just, maybe it's a entire series retrospective. Or maybe just the first two games.
This Halloween, I think it's time for a real treat. We're going back to one of the best horror games of all time.
Okay.
Doom. I remember when this came out, it was so badass. You couldn't just say Doom. You had to say Doom or fucking Doom. A proper example in a sentence would be, hey, when I get home from school, I'm gonna play some fucking Doom. It was more than a game. It was a rite of passage. If you play this, you're cool. Enough with all that other shit. This is the real deal. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was playing it.
You're an officer on board this ship, and I require you to perform your duty. That is an order, Commander.
Look, come on. Let me use it. 5 minutes. I'll pay you back.
Okay.
There was even a rumor that somebody got Doom running on a McDonald's kiosk, but that wasn't true. But somebody actually did get Doom running on a McDonald's cash register.
Doom was the reason computers were invented. It was one of the first times I ever heard about system requirements. Megabytes? What the hell is that shit? Will it work on my Commodore 64? Let's find out.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not cool. No Doom for me. Hey, that's fine. I'll wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a few days. You can find something else until then.
So while that loads, I'm going to talk about my memories of Doom. Before Doom, first-person shooters, FPS, wasn't what it is today. Back then, FPS stood for fucking piece of shit. Just look at Fester's Quest.
Oh.
You can see what I mean. At the time, I thought it was great. Never could I have imagined that three-dimensional games would become so much smoother and more detailed. But then id Software dropped on us Wolfenstein 3D. Holy shit! And then, in '93, came the big motherfucker, Doom.
I mean, I can see why this was a big deal at the time. Graphically, and just...
It melted our faces, blew our minds, stained our pants, both sides of the pants. Even the instruction manual had one of the best plots I have ever read. You're a tough, mean-ass space marine who gets sent to Mars for assaulting a superior officer. There's a line that says, matching heads with torsos to send home to the folks became a full-time job. All the trouble starts when something evil comes out of an interdimensional gateway. Your radio picks up the sounds of combat, guns firing, men yelling orders, screams, bones cracking. Then finally, silence. The way it's written chills your bones and gets you ready to play. When this came out, it was a genuinely scary game. You never knew when a demon was lurking around the corner. Sometimes you'd hear a snarl. You'd jump and say, whoa, where is he? Where is he? It makes you paranoid as fuck. You had to watch your back. And then when you least expect, those evil bastards would get up in your face. This is a game where the sound plays a big part. You had to listen so you know what's coming. And when you shoot those demons, those growls and screams are so brutal.
It is pretty good sound for the time. Yeah.
It's so satisfying to gun them down. The way their bodies fall into bloody piles is priceless. Some of them, their guts spill out, and it's amazing. I couldn't believe such a gory video game could exist. It's one big, beautiful fucking bloodbath. It was shocking, it was sick, and messed up. It wasn't just a game you play for fun. This is a game you play to blow off some fucking steam. Have I been saying fucking a bit much?
I mean, that's kind of
fucking Doom.
It's kind of normal for you.
I just
to
want
be
to play
honest.
it now. Let me ask, in video games, what happens to enemies after they're defeated? They disappear, right? That's usually what happened, but not in Doom. The corpses stay on the ground.
That is kind of cool.
Leave the room, come back, and they're still there. I
So nothing
didn't even know
respawns?
programming that was even possible. It's handy too. Whenever I get lost, I just look for the trail of dead bodies to see where I've been. It's easy to get lost, as the mazes get more complex as you go on. Sometimes you almost have to play with the map screen on, which is kind of funny, because now you're just an arrow. Kind of feels like you're controlling the spaceship. And
I like that there's a map.
By the way, you could even hump the walls. Oh, and those weapons.
Like just having a map in a game.
It feels triumphant when you pick up a chain gun, or a plasma gun, or a chainsaw.
A big comfort to me.
There's nothing more vicious and foul than when you're grinding away at a demon's face. Oh, damn! Just think, since Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the idea of chainsaws being depicted as weapons was a pretty savage concept. I'd never seen it done in a game in such an epic, bloody way. And then there's the BF fucking G. Yes, the big fucking gun. Don't give me that Bioforce gun bullshit.
Oh.
It's the big fucking gun.
I didn't even know there was an
Your
alternative.
last resort is your fists. Man, who goes around punching demons in the face? That's gotta take some serious shit, man. Oh, and wait till you get Berserk. Now you can punch so hard, some of the demons explode. You don't want to fuck
Cool.
with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Progress.
The music. Dude, it doesn't mess around. It just rocks your balls off with the soundtrack by Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Alice in Chains, AC/DC, and more. Oh wait, those bands didn't actually sign off?
Yeah.
You can call them sound-alikes or inspired by, but damn, some are identical. Just listen to the comparisons on YouTube. Either way, I'm not complaining because metal and doom go together better than coffee and cream. I've already said this game can be scary, but when you get to the later levels, it gets flat out traumatizing. As a kid, playing this all alone in your room late at night freaks you out. The walls are covered in flesh and blood. There's faces popping out everywhere. This place is bad.
Definitely never saw any of that.
You're descending deeper and deeper into hell. Look at that. They said it best in John Carpenter's The Thing. You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's a guy crucified with statues barfing blood. There's a beating heart. I just need to ask, how did this place get this way? So, great game. But here's where we talk about all the bad parts. So, what are some of the things that are wrong with this game? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's the fucking best. That's all there is to it. And if one awesome game wasn't enough, well, then came Doom 2.
Okay. Looks like a bit of a graphical improvement.
Man, Doom 2's got everything. Even has a famous Easter egg. While facing the final boss, the Icon of Sin, you go through the wall and find a head on a spike, which is designer-programmer John Romero. The legacy of Doom can barely be charted, as it's influenced too many games to count. It's been the subject of several mods, like Mario Doom, Batman Doom,
that's interesting.
Seinfeld Doom, and there's a ton more weird mods out there. And still, Doom holds up, whereas many other 3D games from this era become dated. Remember Zero Tolerance on Genesis? No? Well, good. But Doom, we can't forget. When we inhabit Mars, we'll still be playing Doom. Oh, I gotta play it. I gotta play it! Come on. That WAD file's gotta load. Load that WAD! Don't jerk me around! Fucking Doom! I gotta play Doom! 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 I must play Doom! Doom! I gotta play Doom! Doom! Oh, Doom!
I mean, it probably
sell my soul to play some Doom!
Wouldn't be hard to get it running on a modern computer. But no, let's sell our soul instead. Gotta set up the bit.
It's speaking backwards. I know. It's that devil shit. Can you repeat that, please?
You wish to play Doom? I can make that happen.
You can help me to play Doom?
How much are you willing to suffer for it?
What do you mean? What's the deal? And do you have to keep speaking backwards?
Actually, that would be a lot easier, so that I don't have to think of all my sentences in reverse.
Wow.
Okay, good.
Anyway, you want to play Doom, right?
Yeah, I want to play Doom. What do I have to do?
You shall live your life playing crappy games.
Fine. I already do that. And they're not crappy games, they're shitty games. Come on, you're the devil.
Do you accept these terms?
Yeah, whatever.
Give me Doom.
You shall have your doom.
Oh. Oh, it's gonna be some terrible version. Okay, here we go.
You son of a bitch. That's pretty good. Fuck.
Well, this is Doom on Super Nintendo. What can you say?
Okay.
Just look at it. Doom guy needs to see an eye doctor. It's so pixelated, it's practically
Yeah.
The graphics are real dark, too. But not in a creepy, atmospheric kind of way. Like a murky, ugly kind of way. Enemies can't turn around. They're like cardboard cutouts. They have no back. But on the other hand, the music is great.
Yeah.
The control is also very smooth. Strafing with L and R works real well. The only drawback is that you can't turn around as fast as you could with a mouse. You have to give it credit because it's a 16-bit console. They made Doom work well under the circumstances. It even has an online multiplayer feature using the X-Band modem. That was definitely ahead of its time.
Okay, I didn't even know that
It's a good port,
existed.
but it's
There
nowhere
was an
near
online
as
thing
good
for
as
the
PC
Super
version.
Nintendo.
Okay, you got me. Can I play the real Doom now?
Oh, you're not satisfied? Try.
How many other versions are there? Okay.
Doom on Sega 32X. Now, this has got to be better. It's 32-bit. That's twice the bits as Super Nintendo. Oh god. Well, the resolution is an improvement, but not as good as the PC. It still looks pretty murky and pixelated. But the music? What's going on?
Oh yeah, that didn't turn out
Did we
right.
go backwards in technology?
Sounds like somebody shoved a harmonica up their ass and farted through it.
This is a downgrade from the Super Nintendo version.
Usually Sega has good
Compare them
music.
side by side and see the level designs are actually missing certain things, like this hole. Where'd the hole go? Turning around is still a chore, and 3 buttons on the Genesis just doesn't cut it. You gotta get the 6-button controller. Not to mention, it has 15 levels compared to the 22 levels on the Super Nintendo version.
Alright, enough joking around. I want the real Doom.
Trust me, I have a version that'll be more to
Yeah.
me like.
PlayStation.
Oh. What? It's a bit later, so you would think it'd be okay.
Whoa. That's actually pretty cool.
It has its own original title music, which sounds like the Danny Elfman Batman theme. I think
I can
that's
see it.
cool, but hang on. Did they change all the music? All the Pantera and Slayer stuff is gone, replaced by some droning atmospheric music.
Not as cool.
Which is still cool, I guess. It's creepier. Oh well, the graphics are superb, almost like the PC. They even add some color tinting to some of the rooms to help you distinguish where you're at. The controls are smooth. Everything operates fine. It even includes Doom 2, which is a big bonus. None of the other
That is a
versions
big
had Doom
bonus.
2. So there's not much to complain about here. It's a near perfect port of Doom, but man, that music, it just doesn't feel complete without those rockin' tunes.
So I have to pass on this one too. Come on, can you at least give me one version of Doom that checks all the boxes?
Try this one for size.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, well, Doom on the Sega Saturn. I wish I could say it's better than the 32X. The graphics are a bit more crisp, but it's darker, and the controls are a little more laggy. It also has random slowdown every now and then. It could be a case where playing it on a CD is not as stable as on a cartridge. I don't know. Also, where's the music? It's the same atmospheric drone like the PlayStation. No Metallica, nothing. Did they get a cease and desist from Lars fucking Ulrich?
I
Music
wouldn't,
ain't cutting it. You gotta give me a
wouldn't be
better
that
Doom.
surprised.
Oh, you don't like that music? Well, see how you like this.
Jaguar?
Oh. Okay. Back to the Jaguar.
Oh, this has to be a joke. Listen to that. Hear that music?
No.
No, you don't. There is no music. Okay.
Yeah.
So you might remember that I've already brought this up in my Jaguar episode.
Okay. Do kind of now.
This is one of the best console ports of Doom that I've played. It comes as close to the PC version as it gets, but they had to ruin it with one thing. There's no music during the gameplay. Really? Was there any reason not to have music? But shortly after that episode, I got a message from designer Sandy Peterson explaining the situation. I'll just summarize by saying it was a money issue. From what I was told, the contract with the composer meant having to pay him the same amount for the Jaguar version as the PC version, and clearly the Jaguar would sell far less copies. He ended by saying, "I know that's a shame
not a lot of
the music, but there you have it." Pretty awesome of him to respond, right?
Not a big user
not
base
a
for the
bad
Jaguar.
version of Doom. The controls are all right. It's the only version to have a custom keypad overlay. Sure, holding C to strafe is a bit clunky, and the map screen's a little weird. It's almost like playing an Atari game. Actually, I am playing an Atari game.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess that's
it.
technically
Can you do
true.
any better? Or should I say, can you do any worse?
Eat this.
Oh.
3DO?
Oh. I know nothing about the 3DO. I don't think. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god! The music! It's amazing! It's even better than the PC version. It's like they re-recorded the music with like a real guitar. Even included some pinch harmonics. So there it is. The best Doom music. But as for the game, it's the fucking worst!
Of
Resolution
course.
and frame rate
Nothing
is
can be
terrible.
perfect.
The controls more laggy and
Except
more
the original, I
delayed
guess.
than any of the other versions. You can shrink the screen to make it run a little smoother, but who wants that? The story goes that designer-programmer Rebecca Heinemann had only 10 weeks to rush the port through development. And I've heard she's real cool and has shared stories about its production. She even shared some behind-the-scenes photos of what?
Oh.
FMV scenes? This game was going to have FMV scenes? They
Huh.
actually filmed a bunch of crazy stuff with full Hollywood-level monster costumes. It looks awesome. But sadly, it didn't make it in because it was delivered 2 weeks before release, and there wasn't enough time to make the deadline. But one thing that did make it in, when you die, your head explodes.
Okay.
Wow. Let's see that again. It's the only version of Doom where your head explodes. Amazing. If only the rest of the game were any good. Okay, so let's rank the Doom ports. Graphics. I'd say the best is PlayStation and the worst is Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Music. I'd say the best is 3DO and the worst is Jaguar because
Yeah.
there is none. The best is PlayStation and the worst is 3DO. If I were to give them names, I'd call them Poor Man's Doom, Silent Doom, Mosaic Doom, Almost Doom, Cow's Anus Doom, and Diluted Diarrhea Doom. They all have their pros and cons. This is like a pick your poison situation. And no, I didn't forget about Doom 64, because that's a completely different game. I call this one Blind Doom, because it's so dark you can't see shit. If only it was the 64th version of Doom.
Wait, what about Doom on Game Boy Advance?
Oh no.
Really? Doom on a handheld
How is this
console?
going to work?
Do we really have to scrub the bottom of the shit bowl? Actually, this is half decent.
Oh.
For a handheld console, the resolution's similar to Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's brighter and easier to see what you're doing. It controls fine. Music and sound are good. Not as good as PC, obviously, but for a portable version of Doom on Game Boy Advance, it's not bad. Okay, there can't be any more of these. I'm done now, right?
Just hang in there. There's a few more.
Okay.
Doom on the ZX Spectrum? They
Oh.
port Doom on the ZX Spectrum. Why even bother? The graphics are what you'd expect, and the controls are so bad it's almost non-functional. Now you're really pulling my leg.
No.
Doom on NES?
What?
There's no way. Look at it. It's total garbage. At least it works with the NES Zapper. That's good, I guess. Doom on Game Boy?
Oh, no.
No. Oh, this is below the bottom of the toilet. We're all the way into the sewage plant at this point. Doom
God.
on
Oh,
Virtual
God.
Boy? You know, I thought this would be a cool idea. To experience Doom
It looks
in
kinda
virtual
cool.
reality. But this is way too soon. Not ready yet. Oh, man, at least the blood is red. Because everything's red. Doom on Atari 2600? Yes, somebody actually made this. Doom on Vectrix? Somebody actually got this to run? Oh, that's it. I can't take any more.
So a lot of these are just
No
like
more Doom.
fan-made things, right? Like
No.
not official
It
releases.
can't be. Doom
Oh,
on
God.
Tiger Electronic Handheld. This is fucked beyond belief. This is below human standards. This game is filth. This game puts the dye in diarrhea. Who wants to play Doom on a Tiger handheld console? It can't get any worse. Oh, God! It's worse! Doom on R-Zone! Doom on a wristwatch! Doom on a flip phone? Doom on a calculator? That's right, Doom on a calculator. The crazy thing is, you think I'm making this up. It's actually real. I am playing Doom on a calculator. Doom on a Wawa order screen? You can play Doom while you're ordering mac and cheese. Doom on a gas pump? Fill up your car while blasting away demons. Don't smoke while you play it. Doom on the Dreamcast memory card screen, the VMU? I need to emphasize, not Doom on the actual Dreamcast, but on the memory card. Doom on the screen of your car? Well, that's dangerous. Doom on your thermostat? Doom on your VCR clock? Dig out your VCR for that one. Doom on your microwave? Good way to kill time while you're waiting for your food. Doom on the turkey thermometer? Doom on a pregnancy test. I'm not kidding here. For real. Somebody got this to work. Doom on the Odyssey? It's just a dot on the screen. But that overlay works nice. But it is the only Doom port where you get to use a realistic gun. Doom the Water Arcade. And now we're past the limits of electronics. Doom the Etch-a-Sketch? Doom the Flip Book?
That's kind of cool.
Rubik's Cube? Doom on Pogs? Fucking Pogs! And finally, Doom the Suppository. It's the only one with Doom 2. Because it's number 2! Diarrhea dumped the Doom out! And by the way, I took 10 of them earlier! You want to give me the Doom, you demonic devil dickhead? Well, I got some dookie Doom for you, fuckface! I'm gonna launch it out my ass through this sumbitch! This is the BFSG! Big fucking shit gun!
Why?
Bombs away, motherfucker! Here it comes! This way! Alright, where's the button? Where's that fucking button? Here we go!
God, why?
Oh, man!
Nice.
It's you.
Never mind the man behind the wall.
You're John Romero.
Yes, it was me all along.
You made fucking Doom.
Yes, and I've been waiting for you to review it. What took you so long, nerd? More than 200 episodes and you still haven't done Doom.
Are you telling me you've been behind my wall the entire time?
Yes, it's been interesting.
Okay, so look, you made me play all these Doom ports, you did all this weird stuff to the room, you're this decapitated head on a spike that's somehow alive, you're the great and powerful. Can you do just one thing? Can you get Doom to run on my Commodore 64?
No, I can't do that.
The one platform that will not run Doom, I guess. It's cool that they got the actual guy to do that. Well, that was fun. So yeah, that was a combination of things. I mean, we had just a straight up glowing positive review from the nerd for a good chunk of it. But then indeed he did pivot towards various ports and different versions, including a lot that I don't think the actual people behind Doom had much to do with. Yeah, interesting. It's interesting to see just how many different things have their own version of Doom. I mean, it is kind of cool to actually see the nerd get to be positive about something. Made for a different sort of video, and I mean, lots of... we had our skit at the end, and a pretty good level of entertainment to this one. Enjoyable video, and yeah, I had fun. Anyway, hope you guys liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.